As written by Tolkien many years before, in the Elven tongue, it must be an Elven.
It's an elvish bow, and it's a +2 weapon, which is kind of a big deal in 5e. So,
I'm about to say 5e. Oh, that's a big dick sword.
That'll get the job done.
I fucking hope so. I'm putting it in the hands of a druid because I hate me.
Sounds good.
So what name are you going with?
I had one before, and then I got anxious that my build wasn't good enough, and I changed it, and now I want to go back to the thing that I did before, but I wrote it down and erased it with like physical media. So I forget what it was, so now I have to go through my history.
Wait, does Duolingo have Elvish on there yet?
I think so. I want to say yes.
Alright, Duolingo.
So.
Because the sad part is I might, at least get basic Elvish down.
Yeah.
You're such a fucking nerd.
Way back in the day. Back in the good old days of the internet.
The old day?
The website, the Council of Elrond.
I remember that website.
Me too. It had Elvish lessons that gave you like little worksheets and stuff, and they had like people on the website that had mastered the Elvish language as far as anyone can, and would like correct your worksheets, and it was like an actual little online language class, and it was really, really fun.
They have High Valerian on here, so I don't feel bad.
Pidge, it's still a thing.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go there immediately.
The High Council of Elves?
Oh, it changed its name.
Yeah.
No, it didn't. Wait, no, that's different. There you are.
Can we get a link?
Oh, it still looks the same. Hey, there's some Jenny Dolphin art. Oh.
And bookmark.
Oh man, now that is some old ass internet.
Wow.
These are the good old days.
But it
my
Is
god.
it up to date?
It is.
Yes.
There's a post here from April 1st. Oh my god. Guys. Guys, I'm so happy.
My nostalgia boner.
Right? I just got power blasted with a wave of dopamine.
I didn't, but I'll take your word for it. What did I need to... Oh, yeah, my character sheet.
You might need that.
Word.
I might need that.
This thing's been around since 2006? Or something? Wow. No, 2002, maybe. Potbelly Harryfoot joined July 2002. This is from ancient times.
This was so fun.
Fifth edition, Street Grimoire. Okay, good.
Grimney. That's some sweet Tolkien shit. Man, Tolkien's been going long for 80 years. We're going hard for 80 years.
Yep.
And his books were only a little racist.
Only a little.
What are you talking about?
Referring to orcs as what were the exact words? A degeneration of the human, representative of perhaps the least lovely Mongol types.
Oh.
Ooh, that didn't age well.
But like,
yeah,
that's the only sentence that I've ever heard. Like compared to how racist other fantasy authors get.
Like on a scale of like Ursula K. Le Guin to H.P. Lovecraft, he's definitely a J.R.R. Tolkien.
Exactly. Oh God.
That's good.
Oh man.
Thank you.
In the short story, the terrible old man kills and traps the souls of three men. Do you know what their crime was? Being not white.
Oh bother.
They weren't white, and they were on his property.
Oh my word.
Like Lovecraft says, oh yes, and you know, a light-skinned Italian who may yet have been saved from his terrible fate. Alas, they walked onto the property of the terrible old man. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, I think I remember this.
So, Pidge, what was that scale again? Who was that first author?
Ursula K. Le Guin?
Yeah.
Is that the good side of the thing?
Yeah.
That is the extremely good side of things.
Okay,
So-
just checking. Because it could have been a humorous thing where it's like, it's all bad. Just
No, she wrote some incredible books. She's sadly passed away, but she was way, way, way before her time. Very famous for The Left Hand of Darkness.
Left Hand of Darkness. Oh, yeah.
In which was basically a society without gender. And her Earthsea series.
Earthsea.
Yeah, Earthsea. So if you saw the infamous miniseries,
Yep.
you would know why she was super pissed about it. Because canonically, everyone in Earthsea is black.
Really?
This becomes a big fucking deal in the second book when Ged/Sparrowhawk travels so far that he meets a white woman and is like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? And it's talking about like it's a really interesting way of looking at race in terms of like othering and stuff. But yeah, she was way before her time. Wrote a really amazing speech when she was accepted for a major award. And traditionally, those acceptance speeches are very like not pandering, but basically you say, yes, thank you very much, I appreciate it, now I'm going to go sit down. But she was talking about how fantasy and science fiction is basically one of the few truly radical tools that we have for change, and gave the famous line that people think that capitalism is unshakable, but the divine right of kings seemed that way once. Yeah, sorry, you've activated my trap card. She is one of my favorite authors of all time.
Nice.
And one of my favorite people of all time.
I remember Earthsea being challenging to read, but it was a good read.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I read all 7 books of the quartet.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, doesn't seem right.
This reminds me of one of my favorite the stories of sort of racial crossover in history. The Black Samurai.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Yasuke was his name. I don't know exactly how it is he came to be under Oda Nobunaga's command, or how he ended up in Japan. That part of the story I don't know. But he showed up, learned the language, and was good at fighting. So he was presented to Oda Nobunaga as like, hey, we got this crazy guy. His skin's all black and he's real good at fighting. And Oda, like, the first words out of Oda's mouth was like, get that fucking paint off. What the fuck are you doing? And he walked over and tried to wipe the color off his skin. And was like, oh, all right. That's just the color. Okay. And it just wasn't a thing. Like, it wasn't something that he cared about. But at first, he was like, what the fuck? What kind of prank you guys pulling on me?
That's amazing.
Speaking of racial divides, it's time for Shadowrun.
Yay!
Where the fuck did we leave off? Oh, right, yes, the Hellhounds had burned 2 members of the Night's Watch to death. And the other 2 were like, man, we gotta find 2 more dudes. And now you had 2 dead Hellhounds. You took some... And before you took the photos, you seemed to get congratulations for your deeds.
Yeah, that was weird. From
should
a faction that we'd never heard of before.
We should also probably collect the bodies for the profit.
Oh
they'd
yeah,
probably
because
sell for-
I acquired part of the body that I knew I could sell off.
Right. Painkiller, you got everything you could get, and you've chucked these things up so much. That you have completed your strip corpse roll. You're not going to be able to sell any the rest of this for anything more than what you could sell it to a butcher for.
Should work.
I mean, like, if you guys want an extra 200 new yen in your pocket and have to answer a whole lot of questions, be my guest.
I don't think that's worth
Pass.
the questions.
Nah.
We'll leave the bodies here and we'll let the Night's Watch take care of their own. I've salvaged the only thing that's related to the one fragment of dog in these poor creatures.
Right. You acquired some dog.
I did.
Do we get karma points for these pups?
Nope.
Don't.
You don't get karma points for killing things in this game.
Unheard of.
You get karma for completing runs. Not only that, but an embarrassingly small amount. Oh, that's fair. Oh no, you haven't completed the run yet. You haven't delivered the package.
Package.
We should go do that, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Looks like my passport is all set to go.
Yes, your
All
native
right.
sin has been augmented.
That's a good choice of words.
Right, Havoc, did you tell them about the Rangers or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna mention that I got a weird message before I even sent off the pictures. Some group calling themselves the Rangers that took notice of what we did. Apparently in a positive light. I'll show the message to Farsights and Painkiller.
Oh. Let's check.
Does anybody have any sort of, like, tribal Amerindian knowledge?
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Got a nope on that.
Who the fuck are the Rangers? That's a really good fucking question.
I have accounting.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Not
Just a
useful
guess,
right
though.
now, but one of these days, you guys are gonna be glad that Farsight is an accountant.
Follow the
day
money,
job.
man. Just saying.
Just so the message is in everyone's general viewing.
Nice. I accept.
Huh.
Hey. Anyway, so you guys get in Bertha. Where are you guys headed?
Downtown.
You're already downtown.
Well,
Honestly,
Chatter's
probably
reeling, so I think we should head back to the nest.
tuck her in
Oh, yes.
from this package.
Package. All right.
Sounds good. You quickly jump back to Polulop and put Chatterbox to bed, and then you head back out to get the package. It's shockingly, traffic is clear. It's shockingly brief amount of time. It's
Wow.
as if time and space have compressed in order to make this part of the adventure shorter.
Excellent. Really not so bad. It's almost like the other part was more difficult. So where did they dead drop this package?
I don't remember the name of the neighborhood, but you guys do, and you know where it is.
Yeah, it's some government district.
Yeah, basically there's a little park. You guys are very out of place here. Let me see if I can find, like, an administrative park. None of this is what I'm looking for. Unfortunate. The point is, like, everyone here is clean cut and they look professional, and you guys just fought some hellhounds.
For fun.
Yeah, well, luckily, Painkiller doesn't have to go inside the government building to drop this off, and he got the worst of it.
Well, you have to pick up the package first.
Oh, right, yeah.
This is just the pickup. This is not even the drop off yet.
You're getting ahead of myself. I'm too hype.
Too hot. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
You know what? Let me see if I can find. If I Google image search suspicious package.
Suspicious package.
That's gonna get some, some fines.
Oh god, this is beautiful. As you approach, your comm gets a ping. And it's one of those hot cold scenarios, and you find that under a park bench.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Nice. Real subtle.
I mean, like, it's this strange hiding in plain sight sort of thing. No one else wants to admit it exists. Kind of like you guys. You guys
Fair enough.
clearly don't belong here, and there are two different ways that they could. There are two different ways that they could confront this, or they can ignore this. They have elected to ignore this because if they confronted it, that might put them in danger.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, they could call someone about this suspicious package. But, nah.
So we take the package. And if I remember correctly, our job, as outlined by the AUG representative, was to ferry it into the city hall, into governmental hands.
Yes.
But it didn't say to whom specifically.
Ostensibly, it will have passport access.
Okay.
I think this is a matter of you'll know them when you see them, or they'll know you when they see you.
All right. Good enough. Good enough. We've got it, and so far no one's tried to stop us. So that's good, right, guys?
Yeah, I take that as a good thing.
Back to Bertha.
You guys head off to City Hall.
Is only one of us going to be able to get in there with the passport, or are all of us going to be able to get in?
Just me. So
well,
I guess
luck.
you guys will be my support.
I have a little fly thing that I put on your shoulder that will give us camera readout on you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
So if something goes wrong, they can
stay
rush
in
to your
touch.
aid.
That's page 108.
It'll hide under the collar. Assuming there's a collar.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. We'll see. Usually wears high-collared things.
Ах, спасибо большое, мой друг. Я долго ждал вкус дома.
Holy shit. All right. So, Havoc, roll me social stealth.
I would love to.
So roll charisma and stealth to be like, nah, I belong here.
That's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and do I have stealth? I thought that I did. I could be wrong.
Oh, I'm pretty sure stealth breaks down into a bunch of different skills. It's not just one single stealth. There's like sneaking and a bunch of other. There's disguise, palming, and sneaking. So this would technically
Nope,
be
I
a
don't have the skill group.
disguise roll. Okay. Let me see if there are any other.
I do have etiquette.
Etiquette. That'll do. Roll charisma and etiquette. Just like yeah.
All right,
belong
cool.
here.
Let's do this. Okay. That will be 2 hits, 2 ones.
Fantastic.
Didn't glitch everyone.
Woo! So you get in there and you're just like, oh man, jeez, oh god, oh that was close. And this place is packed. I should also mention filled to the gills with Lone Star. And,
That makes me a little nervous.
Governmental security.
Don't worry, I got Lone Star police procedures down,
Oh, that's true.
and I can just. I don't think we gave her a mic, but we could have. Or do you have a mic? Because I can walk you through if you've got one.
I've got a comm link.
Everybody's
works.
got a comm link. That being said, he has gremlins.
He does. So I guess we'll see how this goes.
Oh.
Painkiller crosses his fingers surreptitiously.
No gremlins.
You know,
Yes, gremlins.
a lot of your basic rent-a-cops.
Sure.
And occasionally. Let me see if I can.
I would like to come out and say that I am going in here completely unarmed. I'm not trying to conceal any sort of weapons.
And occasionally you catch a big shot flanked by one of these guys.
Oh.
Oh, wow. That's quite a team.
Nice.
Hey man,
Take pictures.
you gotta protect your ambassadors and such.
Is a person carrying a bow?
Yep.
Nice.
There are
Yeah,
things
that is
that
a
you can
cool
do
bow.
with a bow that you can't do with a gun. Most of those things is doing it silently. Also, you can magically augment a bow in a way that you can't augment a gun.
Cool.
Oh.
Now that's something interesting.
Good to know.
That being said, Havoc, there's got to be a place in here that's passport only.
I start looking for doors or halls that have like a check-in or a checkpoint that I would have to pass with some sort of credentials.
Where do you conceal the package on your person?
I'm wearing a armored jacket. It has inside pockets.
Sweet. You shove the package in one of the pockets. It's not very large. So it's easy to conceal. But still, there should be a concealment roll.
Is there like a sleight of hand or?
Well, it's not necessarily sleight of hand.
Because I'm not doing it in front of anyone.
Yeah. Concealing gear. It's not just about firepower. Sometimes you need to choose the right tool for the setting. Actively hiding gear is a complex action. Oh, it is palming and agility, just to find a good place to hide it on your person.
Then agility.
Sounds good.
Hey, 1 hit. No ones.
Sweet. Anybody trying to look for it will get a -2, and they'll need to get 1 hit to find it on a perception and intuition. So let me figure out what these guys' general skill is.
Oh, I've also got the fly checking behind her, just so she's got eyes in the back of her head.
To whom are you referring?
The little fly rigger thing I've got.
No, you said her. Chatterbox is the only lady. There's no more ladies.
I
Boy club.
Okay. So he has eyes in the back of his head. My mistake.
Thank you.
No, it's all good.
All good. Gender is a construct.
Time is a construct.
Yes.
Let me... Gangers and shoot... Corporate security. Oh, God, these guys are bad at their jobs. Baby Jesus.
They're not paid enough.
They are not.
What do they give a shit about if the puppy twink is just carrying some shit under his coat? It could be a bum. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a
Who
fuck?
gives a shit? He's not coming in here with, like, armed to the teeth, guns akimbo, looking to shoot up the place. Then I don't care.
I am not paid enough to give a shit. So you do find a little area that's cordoned off with checkpoints. Like it's like a city hall. Like you can just sort of like wander around, but of course, if you're seen wandering around too much, someone will be like, "Excuse me, sir, can I help you find something?" Gotta love that line. That line does wonders.
So good.
Because if someone says no, either they have something to hide, which means they're either embarrassed or they're hiding something. Anyway, but you do find an area that there's some sort of social gathering, and there are a couple of rent-a-cops outside.
Are there any like hotels and stuff have like rooms here for like this meeting is today? Any of those messages posted anywhere?
Yes, actually. There is a sign in front of the door just labeled "Meeting in Progress."
I don't suppose that there's any sort of corporate logo on that might ring any bells.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
You get the distinct impression there is deliberately no corporate logo on it.
That actually gives me a good gut feeling that that's where I'm supposed to maybe head towards.
Yeah, this seems so bland. It's suspicious.
Wonderful. Then I'm going to casually make my way towards the check-in closest to that meeting sign.
Sounds good. The rent-a-cops take 2 looks at you, and they're just one of them's just like, "Give me your SIN."
I hand it over with my passport in tow.
Well, the passport isn't a physical object.
Oh, right, gotcha. It's just like an extra.
It's a blue check mark on
code.
your Twitter account.
Oh, nice.
And he scans your ID with a hammer. Sorry, that's an inside joke. He does a thing to scan your ID, and the other rent-a-cop pats you down. And so she totally finds the package in your coat, and she sort of got a shocked look. Well, she's got a shocked look on her face, and then she just gives you a wink.
Smile right back and wish them have a nice day.
And you go in there, and there is a motley crew of bureaucrats, who are all like having a embarrassingly shabby lunch. A lot of the food here is made out of soy and has just been painted and shaped to look like an apple and shit. Like,
Oh my god, that's the worst.
it's pretty bad. You can tell that a lot of the people here are not very impressed about this.
Not very enthused.
No.
It said there'd be a buffet.
I was told there would be a buffet. Well, you know, it's like a buffet.
Everything is literally the same, just different colors.
But yeah, they're you know, a lot of people stand out, but you're not exactly sure who you're supposed to speak with. Like, there are a bunch of fucking nameless drones wearing cheap button-ups. But these are the 4 people who really stand out. Those pictured with guns are, in fact, armed.
That's fair.
Only the redhead is actually holding hers. You have no idea why.
Oh.
It seems extremely inappropriate, but the others are, like, do have, like, holsters tucked in.
Okay. They're at least being a little bit subtle.
But yeah, people are just sort of milling around, and, like, one nameless drone picks up an apple and it like squeezes it, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh, goodness. I'll join the folks milling around and just, I'm going to try to be casual, but I'm definitely hanging out more towards the edges of this meeting instead of going into mingle.
Right.
Is my comlink working?
It is. Roll a device rating roll.
Oh, boy. Let me scroll down just a second. Like, I know I wrote it down, but whether or not I actually wrote down the...
На что вы
Nope, those are
жалуетесь?
my... Do I not have one?
You do.
I do. I have to. I remember you helped me pick it out.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Oh, yes. Rating 4.
Wow, you have a good comlink. That will make up for how shitty your gremlins are.
It's only rating 1 gremlins.
I was about to say, if I recall correctly, you didn't go too hard on gremlins.
One hit and 1-1.
That's not a glitch. So your comlink is activated. The I Spy is spying. The two of you can hear and see everything that's going on here.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That being said, as the guy complains about the apple, gentleman number 1 comes up to him and pats him on the shoulder and just says, "Na što vi zalutes?" and like shoves him a little. Make a delicious judge intentions roll.
Absolutely. I love that. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's more like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits.
He shoves him like a little too hard.
Okay.
You recognize the combination pretty instantly. Number 1, he's buzzed. Number 2, he's better than the other guy. It's a combination of, I didn't mean to push you that hard, and fuck it, I can push you as hard as I want. What are you gonna do about it? Quite frankly, he seems to be the only one who's having any fun. Also, do you have any language, like any linguistic knowledge?
Actually, yes. I speak English, and I'm conversationally fluent in Japanese and German.
Hey, that's enough to might
Nice.
be able to recognize what the fuck he's saying. Well, not what he's saying, but what language he's speaking. Just give me a logic and language roll in German.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. Nothing.
Well, shit. You're not
Something European.
right. It's somewhere like you're like that's not German, and it's not really in the neighborhood. But I should know what the fuck he's saying.
I definitely was able to pick up enough body language to get the gist of what was going on, but that's all I got.
Right. Right. The elf is obviously just sort of like fucking around in AR. He is not here right now. He is not down for this shit.
See, as for the 2 suits, can I roll a judge intentions on them to see if they're like... See what I can glean from them. Looking for... Are they interacting with other people? What languages are they speaking? Are they sort of purveying over the entire meeting? Or are they grunts like these two?
Sounds good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. That will be 2 hits.
2 hits. You can figure out about one of them, but not both. Make your choice.
I picked the lady.
All right. She's watching everywhere suit number 2 goes. So either she's secretly in charge or she's just a bodyguard, a very well-dressed bodyguard. But either he's the guy that she's trying to like surreptitiously murder, or she's the guy that he's protecting.
Okay.
Considering her calm demeanor and the current... murdering him right now does not seem like a very good option.
No, not at all.
Also, you can tell these people are wearing action ears. This stuff has been very finely tailored, but it is armor. Make no mistake.
Combat is the farthest thing from my mind right now. Farthest thing. So can I use my comm link to try and communicate with the party in Bertha?
Yes. Unfortunately, you do not have a sub-vocal microphone, so you will have to speak out loud, and anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of this game.
Okay, that's fair. Then just give me a moment. Are there any, as I'm scanning the room, are there any orcs or trolls here?
Trolls? No. There is one corporate orc. You get the distinct impression he was brought here as sort of like a diversity initiative.
Oh.
Like, he was invited to this luncheon specifically because he is an orc, just so that people can say, well, we're not racist. I recently learned about the Japanese company's Loud American. Are you familiar with this?
I am.
Okay.
I am, and I love it, and it's my goal.
Please explain for the purpose of your video, because it's good.
All right. So in Japan, if you're a salaryman, you're not allowed to question your boss. You're just not allowed to do it. So like every corporation or corporate sector or like every boss has a designated Loud American who can tell that boss, what the fuck? That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. And that is basically their only job. Because everyone else is afraid to do it.
Wait, this is a thing?
This is a thing.
Okay.
Like, that orc is evidently someone's Loud American.
Gotcha.
We've got a loud trog. Look, we're not racist. We hire orcs too. And we hire trolls in maintenance and sanitation. Got him. And dwarves, please. What would our business do with someone so short? We'd have to tailor make a desk for them. Think of the costs.
You don't have to tailor make a desk, but you might have to get a chair that can telescope.
Yeah, it's just oversight.
That's still way too much. If we have to give the dwarf a telescoping chair, we have to give everyone a telescoping chair. You try telling that to payroll.
I mean, like, I'll try.
But yes, racism exists. Meta racism exists. But the package.
Package. In my little corner where I'm milling about, I'll try to say as quietly as I can. I'm trying to take a tone of voice to where it sounds like I'm musing to myself. In Japanese. Does anyone look like they're waiting to meet someone?
Do either of you two assholes speak Japanese?
I know Farsight does.
I do fluently.
Hey! You understand that he is asking you a question!
All right, I relay the question in English. Assuming it won't be overheard.
I would say we're probably sitting in Bertha.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if they got the comm link set up right, you can receive the message without anyone hearing. But if you don't,
you need a sub-vocal microphone in order to do that.
that
And,
is unfortunate.
unfortunately, Havoc doesn't have that. That being said, sub-vocal microphones aren't without their shortcomings. If someone looks at you real good and is watching you, they can figure out that you're talking with a sub-vocal microphone. They can't figure out what you're saying, but they can know that you're using one.
Yeah.
But anyway, still, you have that message. To the two of you, think any of these people is particularly looking like they're waiting for someone?
Well, that woman seems more bodyguard. So not her.
Mm.
Could be the other orc.
Which other orc?
The orc that's there.
You just of the four of them, none of them is an orc.
I thought you said there was an orc at the party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
and
is a
he's-
single orc who's just like sweating bullets because he's like, oh jeez, I don't know anyone.
In Japanese is anyone dressed like the guy that you met?
I don't think any of you met the target.
Farsight met with a OG Enterprises representative in virtual reality, and that's what I was asking.
Ooh.
If anyone's dressed similarly to that avatar.
No.
No.
But that is a good question. The portrait number 4 goes up to portrait number 3, and they start having a little chat. Meanwhile, the gentleman number 1 speaks to gentleman number 2 in kind of broken English. And gentleman 2 stops fucking around in AR, and he's like, yes. And, like, gentleman number 1 is, like, you know, munching on this fucking food. He's chewing the scenery, literally. It's all edible. No, and he's just like, oh, you know, since I have your ear, I hear you, sort of people are not so welcome in the city. And he's just like, my people? What do you mean by my people? And guy number 1 is like, oh, no. I don't mean, and he like gestures vaguely to his ears. I mean your people, and he points to the logo on the guy's vest.
On this little lapel.
Yeah, and it is it is a logo that is known and feared around the world.
Okay. Ooh, no.
And he simply remarks, any door I can get my foot in is an opportunity for us. And he's like, oh yes, land full of opportunity.
That's a logo.
Our guy and Aztec don't get along, do they?
And then guy number 1 says, mogu posporit vikoteli bid podniacja na sever. And the elf looks like he's about to lose his temper before guy number 1 says, Sokraniat spokovstie ne koczeszu striet synu.
Shit, is he speaking Polish?
He is not. A little bit further east than that.
Damn. Fair enough. Trying to guess for my own amusement.
But yeah, you're like, what the fuck language is he speaking? Apparently the elf understands it, or at the very least. And then again, you wouldn't need to understand the language to understand what he's saying.
Right, like the body language is clear, and honestly, like this guy has AR going right now. It's probably shows up to all these meetings with some sort of universal translator in his head.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a distinct possibility.
That's what I'm guessing, but that definitely turns me off from that half of the room. I'm gonna meander a little bit closer to the Mr. Red Tie and see if I can glean any of the conversation that he's having with his bodyguard. Judge intentions first, so I can try to pick up the tone of the conversation or any dynamic between the two.
Roll that beautiful intuition and perception footage first.
Intuition and perception.
They're being very quiet.
3, 4, 5. And go 2, 3, 4, 5. Luckily, I have a metric fuck ton of dice. Hopefully, it serves me well. 1, 2, 3 hits.
3 hits. You can definitely hear what they're saying.
Okay.
Oh man, your knowledge of German is going to come in handy.
Oh.
It would only make sense that they're speaking German.
I'm just concerned there's an Aztec Technologies guy there. It's
Uh-huh.
like that they deal in weapons, high-end weapons.
Not just weapons, it's magic. Like, they are the magic corporation, and they're not allowed up here.
Yeah.
The Sinsaark and Tir Tangier tribes make sure that as technology doesn't get a foothold in the Northwest.
Whoa. Sorry, the lighting outside is just super weird right now.
Cloudy for me.
It was brilliant sunset, now it's white out.
Okay.
Cap, what does that say? I'm just running this shit through Google Translate, of course.
It's a pretty okay translation as far as I can't believe we've come all this way. What a fucking waste of time.
You got it! Ding 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 ding! To which he responds.
Oh, I'm just gonna make a quick run.
And he responds.
Mm. Oh, how spicy. Oh my god, Chatterbox would eat this up.
And then she responds.
Just scratch my notes. They are definitely having an affair.
Well, they used to. They might be having an affair right now, too.
Right.
I used to do a lot of drugs. I mean, I still do, but I used to too.
Nothing much has changed.
I used to fuck my bodyguard. I mean, I still do, but I used to fuck my bodyguard too.
Now we both have rings on our fingers. Wow, that lighting is fucking weird.
Yeah, see?
The entire sky is sepia tone and it's snowing.
It's so weird.
I feel like I'm in a bad indie movie.
Do you have any tobacco?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I smoke a pipe.
Oh no, it's not a bad indie movie, but a good indie movie is Dead Man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And the Native American character keeps asking Johnny Depp, "Do you have any tobacco?" And Johnny Depp just says, "I don't smoke." Because tobacco is a sacrament. He's trying to see him off before he dies. Try to make a raw intuition roll.
Love to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 1 hit, 1.
Sounds
So
good.
no glitch.
Well, it's probably not those two guys. It's not the German speakers. If it were them, they'd be looking for you.
Yeah, it seems like they came here for an entirely different reason and are looking for an excuse to leave.
Right.
My money, if I had to guess, is on the happy drug.
Are you ready to put your money where your mouth is?
Maybe. I was waiting for Farsight to get back.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Using
Thank you.
your team's keen intuition, you figured out the German-speaking couple probably aren't who you're looking for.
That would be too easy.
Well, not only that, but if they were who you're looking for, this trip wouldn't have been a waste.
Yep. They probably would have mentioned in that conversation that, like, oh yeah, our guy's late.
Right, or something like that.
Like, where the hell is our contact? Whatever, they said they'd be here. Yeah, they didn't, so.
The dog has not come through the doggy door. Repeat. I was looking forward to speaking my German.
So I'll say into my little mic, pacing back to the other side of the room. Has that guy managed to get punched by the Aztec guy yet?
No, he hasn't been punched by the ass technology guy yet. But the Atslaner is just like, I'm trying to think of what his retort is. It's like his retort was, any foot in the door is a worthwhile expenditure of my time. And you know what? The Russian guy's got one last insult.
В большинстве обедов, к которым вы приходите, фрукты из сои.
Holy shit! В большинстве обедов, к которым вы приходите, фрукты из сои. And the elf is just like, I don't have to take this. And the guy just responds, правда, ты можешь уйти, когда захочешь.
That didn't sound very nice, did it?
Nope.
Правда, ты можешь уйти,
On a
когда
scale
захочешь.
of like 1 to 10, how insulted is this elf?
This elf is at a solid 8.
Ooh. Okay. Send one last message to Farsight.
Have we get any messages?
My money is on the happy drunk, unless you stop me.
It makes sense to me. He seems to be just enjoying everything he can out of this little job.
Okay. Then, hopefully before words come to blows, I'm going to start walking with intent over to these two.
As you're walking over there, he gets up from his seat, and the last thing he says is, "Я просто такая с тобой. Если ты не сможешь смеяться, ты не человек. Или эльфийска." And then he bumps right into you. And he just says, "Oh, hello, friend. How are you doing today?"
Very fine. You seem to be the only one actually enjoying yourself at this little meeting. This is supposed to be way more lively.
When business deal fall through, people get upset. Is only understandable.
Here, why don't you come over here? I'll grab one of these delicious-looking soy apples. You can tell me all about it.
Oh, I see. I see, mój drug. I see. Come. And when you guys get over to the table, like, everybody clears the way because they're like, "Oh no, he made a friend." Everybody clear out. And he tosses the apple to you. It's fucking squishy.
It squishes.
Oh.
Actually, make a quick intuition roll as he tosses the apple to you.
Sure. Come on. 3 hits.
3 hits. Drop the apple.
Oh, I dropped it.
Like, you go to catch the apple and you're like, "Oh no, I dropped it."
Oh, whoops.
And he just
Havoc, you're so clumsy.
And he just says, "Oh, toporni." and he bends down to go pick it up. You should also bend down to pick it up.
I do, and I'll make sure that my my jacket's unzipped as I do so.
Yeah. As the two of you are bending over trying to pick up this apple, he bumps his head into yours, and he's just like, "Oh, good." And then he like leans up against you, and while his left hand goes fishing through your jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And before long, he has the package, and he shoves it into a compartment in his body.
Nice. Oh, silly me! Oh, it's so clumsy. And I haven't even been drinking yet.
And he just looks at you, in very red face, and he says, "Питьевой? Какая? Конечно нет."
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'll pat him on the arm.
He brings you into a deep hug and gives you a gigantic kiss on the cheek, and he ruffles your hair.
Okay.
And then goes off to go harass someone else.
Sounds good. I'll take the apple that I dropped just for good measure, and with one last sweep around the room, start to make my exit.
You make your exit. Everything goes pretty well overall. Package delivered. You walk out without incident or issue. Do you eat the apple?
Oh, fuck no. I don't trust 5-second rules in a place like this.
Fair enough.
But I am gonna toss it at Painkiller's face as I open up the door to Bertha.
Sounds good. Painkiller, make an agility roll.
First roll of the night. Just straight agility.
Just straight agility.
One success.
One success. Well, you don't catch the apple, but you do stop it from hitting you in the head.
Bat it down. Oh, shit.
That's made of soy.
I hate it.
Like, it's weird. It doesn't smash or smush or, like, explode. It's like a fucking bouncy ball.
Oh.
And now that it's fallen on the
Not
floor of
natural.
Bertha, it's completely inedible. Don't eat that.
Havoc, that was fucking textbook. That was beautiful, man.
Oh, thanks.
I'm very proud.
I am very proud. It was a
That was
team
cool.
effort. And I take the little fly off of where it was sitting on my collar and hand it back to Farsight.
He picks it up with both hands. Thank you.
This thing is so cute. I'm mostly just happy that it didn't explode upon touching me.
Oh, my bad. I thought a fly spy was bigger than it is. It is not. It is so tiny.
Yeah, they're super small. They're for spy work.
True. You'd have to be looking for one to see it.
Mm-hmm. Hiding the colors just for the added bonus.
And hey, great team effort. Honestly, was a little bit nervous, but having you guys at my back felt real nice, so I was able to go in there and not light the place on fire.
Wait a second.
And any job you complete without arson is a job gone smooth.
Unless the job is in fact for arson.
Correct.
So there was this German couple there that... And I start going into the specifics of what I was able to glean from their relationship.
Oh,
hell yes. PK eats this shit up.
oh, they're gonna fuck.
So do you think they broke up, or once
no.
before, or they're still together through?
Oh, they're absolutely together. I'm not sure if it's back together, but you can help me tell this story when we get back to Chatterbox, because I know that she she's gonna love this.
Oh yeah, she's gonna. Oh,
She's gonna want that tea to spill.
Yeah. But I guess we can contact our AUG Enterprises guy and mission success.
that sounds good. You want to be the one to spill the beans?
No, I think it should be Farsight. I mean, he was the one that handled all the face-to-face, so to speak.
Makes sense.
Okay, if you insist.
I mean, you're the tech guy. You talk to
I'm
him.
the tech. Okay.
I wouldn't know what to do with the Matrix if it walked in here and turkey slapped me. So
All right, so we need to get in touch with the guy in the Matrix. The
Yes.
Rouge. All right. I look for a good place to jack in.
Your cover is admirable. You're gonna have to use your best bet at this point is to use an old school net terminal.
Tasty. I do so.
There are a few of those still lying around. Mostly, it's weird. A lot of them have been taken away via gentrification, and others have been taken away due to theft and sabotage.
But is there one nearby?
There is.
Mm.
Also, let me see if I can find the image. Hell yeah! Like, one of these bad boys.
Man, that's an old pick. Yes, I go for that.
Yeah, that shit's fucking vintage.
Yeah, that is original
Damn.
Shadowrun right there.
that's fun. I want PK to have the middle outfit.
Yes.
Vintage Shadowrun. Anyway, so you guys park Bertha outside an old disused downtown net terminal. And Farsight, you plug a wire into the thing that's attached to nothing, and then you fucking hit the transcend button on your brain.
On my new Vegas lunchbox. And away we go.
Oh, I still can't get over that.
All right.
There is a message in your inbox.
Oh, interesting. Open.
It just says, "Thank you for a job well done. Call AUG if you ever are looking for more work."
Call AUG. Understood. Might have to do that real soon.
There is a distribution of 10,000 new yen.
Ooh,
Nice.
that one each, or
No, 2,500 if you split it 4 ways.
Nice.
That's real good.
That's the old character sheet.
It is not a lot, but it wasn't a very difficult run. I mean, minus the Hellhound.
Yeah. Ouch. My body.
I'm too hot.
Hot damn.
Police and a fireman. Yep. And that's what I got.
I like it.
Groovy.
It was simple, easy, painless, fun.
You guys go back to the Hawk's Nest to see if any of your traps have sprung. And that's what we'll pick it up next time.
GG, everyone.
PK takes a fucking snooze.